The PM is promising an awful lot today. What is he actually going to deliver?
That's a key distinction. The Prime Minister today is intending to set out a vision, trying to show that the government is going to sort of reset itself, move forward on a lot of these areas that people really care about. But when it comes to the detail of these policies, in most areas, we might have to wait a little bit longer. We're going to hear some detail with regards to housing association right to buy. That's a policy that was floated back in February, but we're going to get some more meat on the bones of that. But in other areas, it's more the broad brushstrokes that we'll hear today. The mission of this government that has been a little bit confused over the last couple of years will be set out in clearer strides, and then it will be for future weeks for each area to then see the detail. We're expecting, for example, a speech on the economy maybe next week or the week after now.
But that seems a little bit confused in and of itself. In the housing issue, which we've had a fair amount of detail on, as you say, seems to be levelling up agenda, which is a fair point, and yet what most people are looking at the moment is the immediate cost of living crisis.
Certainly, and there are lots of areas that the Prime Minister is expected to speak about today, the cost of childcare, for example, being one important one, where the cost of living is obviously rising and indeed touching on fuel costs, no doubt, too. But when it comes to dealing with those issues, we're going to hear the approach that the government may take. Now, that doesn't mean the nitty-gritty, that doesn't mean the details, but it does mean that you'll get a sense of where the government is going on this as time goes on. And then this is the plan over the next few weeks, that the government ramps up this policy-driven agenda to try and get things back on track, steering away from Westminster tittle-tattle and towards policy outcomes.
Yeah.